The quick Christmas craft for week 4, we are going to take the clothespin metals and we are going to connect these to make us a Christmas ornament star. Now what you'll do is the pieces that in the areas where you took it out from the clothespin, and you're going to connect those into the barrel side and then this one into this side. Then you might have to give them a little wiggle to get them to hook for this task. So once again, going to connect this side, this one into this side, give them just a little bit of a wiggle and they'll connect. Once you get it all together, you can shape it into a star. Now taking 11 of your Clothespin Springs and hooking them together and shaping them into a star. Taking your 12th one, we're going to use it so that whenever we put this hanger together, I've got some jute twine and a little bit of the berry garland. Now the berry garland has a wire in it, so I've clamped that onto my point and I'm just shaping my garland around my star, and I'm just pressing it against it, and I'm going to use some hot glue to keep my star in place so that it's not moving around and shifting on me because it wants to wiggle. And I'm just tracing my little star out. Now using that last spring, I'm going to take and spread it out around the top and use it as a hanger for my ornament. And just like that, we're going to have a cute little ornament. So I'm going to use my jute twine, the end of my jute twine, and running it through the other side of that little spring. Now to keep my star from bending, I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue into the springs back here in the back, so that way I make sure that it doesn't waddle back and forth now that I've got it shaped. And it will literally only take a dab of the hot melt glue. And I'm just placing that down in that little hole there. There we go. We have our little clothespin spring star ready for the tree. This quick Christmas craft ornament, we are using Dollar Tree items such as the paddle balls from Dollar Tree. Grab your scrap fabrics. You are going to enjoy this. I have a little bit of trim left over from a Christmas stocking. So let's get started. Taking one of the paddle balls, go ahead and remove the little piece of string. Save your little ball and your string. We're going to need them. Using the paddle here, we are going to create a gnome. So the first thing that we need to do is, believe it or not, we're actually going, you can use either side. You can use this part for his hat and then this part for his beard and his nose, or you can do it reverse. You can do the hat up here, nose, and so forth. I'm going to use this and utilize this point for the hat. So the first thing we want to do on this creation is, most of the time you have a beard first. So in the halfway area, so to speak, if we're going to bring the hat all the way to here, I want to go ahead and determine about how much of this square I'm going to need for his beard. And I'm going to cut that and have it ready already. So I've got my square. Now I want to decide on what I want to be his hat. And I think I'm going to use this as his hat. So once again, I'm just going to lay a piece up there, and I want this to be fairly long to go atop. So even if you do it at a V or tallness, we definitely want it to cover that handle. So if you need a rule of thumb, you might want something that'll at least fold over the top and come around just like so. So you guys are getting the idea. And you can make this longer if you want. You're definitely going to need your hot glue gun. So let's go ahead and get our gnome's hat into place. Now the little string we had, if you want to go ahead and tie that just to gather his hat up, because we'll make it a little prettier. Now for our beard. Now if you want his nose to be red, you can by all means leave it red, which I think I'm going to leave mine red. I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. Okay, so now we've got our gnome's nose. Now for his beard area, you want to kind of trim it into a V. Don't go too crazy or you'll trim off too much. Once you've trimmed your gnome's beard, you may want to make his hat a little bit better and adorn it with berries and twigs and bells and various things. You can really customize them. And I really enjoyed making this week 4 quick Christmas ornaments. Join us by subscribing to the channel for the 15-week series of quick Christmas ornaments in rustic as well as traditional style. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you read the comments and suggestion boxes down below. Everyone's a part of my DIY team. Voila! We have our little gnome ornament. Quick, easy, and fast. And you can make a slew of those pretty quick. To see the previous week quick Christmas craft ornaments, click on the screen here in the box, or click on the link in the description box down below. Until the next DIY, I'll be crafting y'all.